If I could ask all of the people in this last session to come up here for Q&A for a few minutes. And as you do that, I just want to reflect on something that I was thinking about as I was hearing these awesome presentations. I just can't wait to start sending the money their way and having them start in this work. But the idea parts of their presentation, I wanted to give credit to someone. Is Barb Cohen still here by any chance? It looks maybe she's not today. When I became director almost 5 years ago, she and I had a conversation that was really important for me, and I told her that one of my top priorities was that area. It was IDEA, and you know, that it was personally very important, and I think it was going to be also very good to the Institute. And I was sharing a few ideas, and she says, "You know what, Greg? You need to bring in professionals. You need to bring in experts in this area." And so it took a little while, but these teams, you know, finally are bringing on experts in IDEA. And so I'd like to ask this community to hold SSERVI's feet to the fire, because I am predicting in a few years, given their efforts in this, that we're going to be making some huge progress. So I'm super excited about that, and of course about the science they're going to be doing. So let me ask for questions. Are there no one standing up here? Are there any questions online? No? I guess your presentations were really complete and addressing everything. Oh, we do have a question. Excellent. Go ahead, please.
Hi, I'm Saurabh. I'm a PhD student at University of Maryland. My question is for all of you. In case if I know that in this particular sector where we are working on space-related stuff, there's some restriction with the foreign nationals getting involved into some opportunities. So within the different groups that were described during this presentation, is there as a foreign national, I feel that it would be really helpful to have a properly identified guideline where foreign nationals could not be participated and where participation is allowed. So do you think in your different groups, is there any such criteria where you would be identifying, where foreign national participation might be limited?
Maybe I could take a first crack and then you guys could answer. So we are very committed to working with foreign nationals, with foreign countries. We have a very active international partners program. I started it. Christina now directs it, and so that is certainly one aspect. Another aspect is working with our PIs who you know, as you heard just now, work with foreign countries, and so I would ask any of you guys to maybe add to that if you'd like.
We really welcome it. As you can see, our foreign partners from other universities and institutions outside the United States provide very, very, very valuable perspectives with regards to the science we do, instrumentation that we do, and to get other countries involved in making this a larger, much larger international effort. Very similar to what Ian said this morning in terms of when we go back to the moon, we go as an international group of scientists and engineers and explorers, and not representing one country. So I encourage it, and I'm sure that if you pass any questions on to Greg or onto the individual nodes, we all would be happy to be able to interact with you and provide you any sort of guidance we possibly can.
Thank you.
Thanks for that question. Please.
Hi, Parvati Prem, APL. Congratulations, everyone. This might be more of a question for Greg. But so I think one of the great things about SSERVI teams is that they're more flexible to respond to new science than traditional grants. I also sometimes think of them as missions without a spacecraft. And I know one idea that I've heard sort of floated before is maybe having a sort of something analogous to a participating scientist program that would sort of allow teams to be responsive and bring in people to work on maybe emerging topics or something that a team discovers they don't have expertise on. And I was just wondering if, is that something that still might be a possibility?
It's a great question, Parvati. I like your analogy, by the way, of missions without the spacecraft. That's fabulous. I haven't heard that before. But we have talked with headquarters about this off and on right now, and I see Amanda Nam here. I don't know if she'd care to comment on it, but right now we're budget limited. There's a really strong cap in planetary, and particularly with what's going on with the U.S. budget. But I think that you're using your analogy, it's really great. And so I want to reflect on something as well that I tell all of the new PI groups that I told these folks on Monday when we met at the EC, and this comes directly from Barry Blumberg, who was the founding director of the Astrobiology Institute and a Nobel Prize winner. And he said, I expect you not to do what's in your proposal. And the idea being that the proposal is a start, right? Each of these 5 incredibly talented world-leading scientists are going to change their field. That it's going to happen. What they're doing in 5 years is going to look very different, And so I think that what that does is it creates opportunities, for other experts to join in. And so I think your idea is an excellent one. And, please keep asking it, because, and talk with headquarters, advocate for it, because I think it's fantastic. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Greg. And while I'm up here, just a plug for all of the different focus groups that SSERVI has, those are open to everyone. You're not funded for your time, but you can participate at any level. And it's a fun way to talk about things we all care about.
Thanks, Parvati. I want to echo what she just said about our focus groups too. We consider this a very important part of our connection to the community, supporting these. Parvati leads the Friends of Lunar Volatiles. Jay Greer leads the EDIA focus group, and then we have others as well. So Clive.
Yes, I just want to respond to the young man that talked about foreign national participation. As an ex-foreign national, I can say that while I was a foreign national, this community was very open to participation. And lo and behold, I decided not to go back to my country of origin and become a card-carrying American, because the opportunities here are fantastic. They are open to people from US institutions, and that is the important thing to remember. It's the US institution that gives you that access. So I would encourage foreign nationals to consider that as they come forward, because hey, they couldn't kick me out and I'm still here. So
Clive, that's a really good point. I've heard headquarters say that many times, that if you become a member of a university or other research institute, that's the key. Do we have any online questions? No. And okay, so thank you very much. And I want to give a big welcome to SSERVI and a hand to our speakers.